everybody, and welcome back once again to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2, the Enhanced Edition. Excuse me. Here we are, just outside the Mithrest Inn. I was about to do some stuff off camera, such as sell some wares, and then make my way to the Graveyard District. However, Neera has opened some conversation, so rather than you miss out on this, I thought I'll start the session here. So here she is, as we've just stepped outside, commenting on this rather large city, and she's very impressed. I mean, Godan is kind of indifferent, but in order to, well, you know, get on good terms with Neera, he's going to agree with her. Impressive, he says, isn't it?
Very. There seems to be no end to the things you can do. Not like the High Forest.
I mean, there was lots to do, but most of it was pretty dull. There weren't all these people milling around. Yes, perhaps we don't have to return to the forest so quickly then, eh? I'm sure Corgan and Viconia will be pleased about that. Yes, perhaps asking her to expand a little bit on the High Forest, keep the conversation going, asking her, was it truly a lonely place?
You could doze off there, wake up, and not know where you were or how long you'd been asleep. It was like the rest of the world had stopped.
The trees and animals were still there, obviously, but they never paid much attention, until I started accidentally burning things down, of course. It was the purest kind of lonely. And yes, was that a good or a bad thing? But sometimes being on your own, having time to mull things over without the chitter-chatter of people, it's not always a bad thing.
Neither entirely. More good than bad, I think.
Ah.
I was banished because I didn't fit in. Well, that and burning things.
But I did fit in a way. That pure kind of lonely, that solitude. I always think about that. Want it. Good or bad, it's who I am. Well, we'll keep things nice and steady. After last time, just keep things nice and steady. Is it, he says?
It is right now. Who knows how the Neera of the future will think?
Indeed, we shall find out. If you remain with us long enough, you know, don't burn us all to a crisp. Okay. Right. Goodness grief. Right, it's still not dark yet. I'm going to put the damn cloak back on here. Right, so yes, we shall proceed to sell some stuff, and as you will see, we have quite a bit of spells that we're going to sell. We're selling all the level 1, 2, 3 and 4 spells that we haven't put in Neera's book that we think are less useful. Some spells like Magic Missile, Flame Arrow, Dispel Magic, even though we've got them in her book, having extra scrolls of those might be useful, so we'll keep them. But some of the spells that we think we're never going to use, we're just going to sell. So we've got 3 there. Viconia's got a load. Jaheira's got a load as well. And Godan's got a few bits to sell. So we might actually raise probably another few thousand coin very shortly.
What is my task?
Waiting for their trip under the cover of darkness to the Graveyard District allowed Godan and Neera some time to catch up properly.
On my honor.
2 peas in a pod indeed. Whilst the others busied themselves, avoiding each other's company, in what clearly is a harmonious group, Godan and Neera sat at a table whilst the food and drinks flowed. Godan drinking his usual choice tipple when in this part of town, the non-watered down dragon's beer, a strong and harsh flavoured beer originating in Sembia, Neera sampling the Baduscan dark and eagerly sought wine, sweet, dark and heavy with a high alcohol content. Whilst catching up on what each had gotten up to since their separation, Godan enjoying the moment too much to confront Neera of the precise reason for her disappearance, choice food was also brought to their table whilst they became more and more intoxicated. Their very own little soiree. For starters, death cheese and local black bread. Death cheese is a soft cheese with a red paraffin rind, rich in flavour and said to pair well with dragon's beer. Ordered by Godan in plain sight of the nobles of the city, the cheese is a delicacy, and Godan wanted it known by the locals he was a man of wealth, class and refinement. Next, Neera piped up for the main dish, something less harsh on the palate. Star lobster and rock crab stew. A rather light stew made of prized rare ingredients, finished off with a hint of brandy. Fragrant, tasty and expensive. At this point, the nobles were really taking interest at the feast that was being consumed before them.
What is my task?
So up to 27,000 coin. Quite nice indeed. So yes, just that little bit of selling, raising about 6,000 gold. So what we're going to do now is head to the Great Graveyard. It's probably not dark enough yet, but it's getting there. We'll just have to wait around a little while. And before we do leave the city, when we go on our travels once again, we will be combing the city for merchants, just to ensure there aren't any more items that we wish to purchase with our newfound fortune. For dessert, crema athkatla, a sweet custard in Chultan cuisine, named such due to the Armenian occupation in parts of Chult, which was accompanied by butter tea, made from tea, yak butter and salt, and finished off with little gingerbread biscuits topped with a warm rum sauce. Truly a meal fit for a lord. And his wild mage companion, of course. Neera and Godan were fit to bursting by the time they stumbled into their rooms laughing uncontrollably at a joke long since forgotten, to sleep off the vast amount of food and drink they had consumed. Separate rooms, of course. Okay, so we are at the graveyard. It is not dark yet. So what we'll have to do is we'll just have to hang around. We can't rest. We'll probably advance time a little bit too much now, so we shall have to rest here and let the time tick by. So I'll spare you the pain of seeing that on camera. Rejoin me when darkness descends. Okay, I didn't have to wait long, literally about less than a minute, and we got the cutscene to indicate that darkness is now here. So first of all, before we forget, we're going to swap cloaks with Hexat, and then we're going to see if we can find this mistress.
On my honor.
And who is this standing here looking all sultry?
Shall be.
You have arrived. I had worried I might have to discipline Valen for failing to deliver her message. I am Bodhi, and I greet you warmly.
So this is the mistress that Valen was talking about. Okay, so we're not going to be rude. If she's going to be making us an offer that we cannot refuse, then perhaps we should open with pleasantries. Go down accepting her welcome.
You may be concerned about why we must meet here. There are a number of reasons, only a few of which you need to worry about. First, I shall introduce myself. I am Bodhi.
Very nice to meet you. Godan, are you sure you know what you're doing? Please don't interrupt when I'm speaking now, come on. It's like trying to discipline your children. You know when children say things in front of their parents when their parents are discussing things, you know, maybe dropping them in it or something. You didn't do that, Mum. Don't put your clacker. You know, this reminds me of that situation. Telling Neera just to politely be quiet. Hello, Bodhi. Hexat knows her, by the sounds of it. She's a vampire, she looks like a vampire. Shouldn't be a surprise, but having her on our side could well be a good thing. Godan slightly raising an eyebrow, perhaps. Hexat of Mesro, a pleasure to meet you at last. We'll see if you say the same when this is over. Okay. Interesting.
I have asked you here because we are unlikely to be overheard, and so you can see the benefits of working with me. Follow, please, and stay exactly in my step. You would regret doing other.
Go down hoping that's not a threat and simply a warning for our own safety.
This is the entrance to the hold that I offer you access to. Oh, I am sorry. I have moved ahead of myself. I should outline what I intend.
Well, that would be helpful. Bearing in mind, you know, we do have other associates with other offers. Make sure yours is sweeter than theirs, and, well, you might well have yourself a deal. Well, it's about bloody time. I were almost near ready to begin swinging my axe just to get things moving along here.
You are employed, of course, and do errands occasionally. No doubt you have questioned the intent of your employer on occasion. If you haven't, then you should.
Employed? We didn't think we were employed. We thought we were gathering coin to allow them to get us to Immerwan. Although we do wonder who this Galen Bale was working for.
You work for these shadow thieves, on the pretense they will help locate your missing companion, Immerwan. Yes, they are shadow thieves, and yes, they are as nefarious as you've probably heard.
Okay, she's confirming what we already suspected. I would offer an alternative. I would help you find your friend for, 15,000 gold. Oh my god, it's the same price. Come on. It is a sizable amount less than the shadow thieves have asked for, and coincidentally, it is what you have now. Perhaps we should tell this woman that the shadow thieves have lowered their offer, so unless she offers anything to the contrary, we might stick with the devil we know. I believe Bodhi bargains in good faith, for the moment at least. How does she know of our link to the shadow thieves? And what would they think of this meeting? Be careful, Godan. Our lives may hang in the balance. Ha! An excellent deal. To save so much gold, seize the opportunity, Godan, lest the fickle woman change her mind. Enough. It is obvious you have questions. Ask them and appease your curiosity, if not, your conscience. Okay, so we can't seem to be able to bring up the simple fact that we have received a reduced price from them. If she's trying to undercut them, she's failed miserably. We want 10,000. Okay. Obviously, in a city as large as this, being spied on should not be a surprise. We shouldn't act as if we are. But what we do want to know is what's in it for her. What does she stand to gain? Suppose we could ask the same of Galen Bale, to be fair, but here we are. By offering you such a deal at this price, you mean? I stand to gain by what the shadow thieves have lost. I am not about to do this out of the goodness of my heart. You will be unable to turn down my offer, even if I demand a few gestures to prove your loyalty. There is a monopoly in this town, and I intend to break it. I will ask you to weaken the resources of the shadow thieves. I am not so vain as to think them easily destroyed, but many of their members will join with me. I make no illusions about what will be required of you. I will wish you to kill, and I will wish you to terrorize. You must determine if you have the stomach for it. 15,000 gold is a lot, but I will compensate you well for it. You will ultimately have Immerwan and a few magical trinkets too. And rest assured, I will help you find Immerwan. I will help you find Irenicus, but not just for your reasons. I have an interest in him myself. Support me, and you will revel in the destruction of the largest criminal organisation south of Waterdeep, though the big bad thieves have been rather soft of late. interesting proposition. So 15,000 gold, which is exactly the same that they have reduced their offer to. So somewhere along the lines they've probably got wind of this offer that we were about to be given. So they've also been spying on us, which isn't a surprise either. We don't really appreciate being used as a tool, but ultimately we are as we are. But she offers magical trinkets on top. There was no mention of magical trinkets by Galen Bale. So her offer may well just be slightly better. She also offers us a route towards finding Irenicus too. So her offer comes with a little bit of extra perks. But is it worth those extra perks to, as she puts it, kill a few people, make a name for ourselves, and take down the Shadow Thieves? Well, if you cast your minds back, folks, Imowen setting up her own guild in Baldur's Gate, she was in direct competition almost with the Shadow Thieves, so seeing them collapse like a flan in a cupboard might not be a bad thing. All right. Well, we don't want to seem too eager, but yeah, once again, just seeing if we can eke a bit more information from her here. Wondering out loud. I can afford to be generous, but don't think this is without risk. You do not oppose the largest thieves guild in the southern realms and expect to walk away. You are within their structure, so you are valuable. I could stage open aggression, but that would spill much blood, and I always hate when that happens. This will be a peaceful arrival, relatively speaking. The deaths will be strategic, almost artistic. You will be precise in your bloody strikes. Now is the time for deciding. I cannot wait too long, and I tire of talking. Choose your allegiance, the masters you serve, or the mistress that will let you destroy them. Oh, so this is it. We choose now. Lovely. Perhaps we should have gone and done Mavar's guild quest, because I think we'll probably be cutting that particular quest off if we make our choice here. It would have been an opportunity to perhaps gain, because we were to gain some more coin and stuff before making this choice. Oh well, it is as it is. Okay, two reasons I'm going to pick this. The first reason is I think her offer just slightly outdoes the offer from Galen Bale. This will probably also shut off Galen Bale's line, which again, thinking things through, he does have a shop above his little house. I don't know if there's anything left in that shop that I want, but I should have looked and checked first, just in case, because his shop will probably be close to us now. Yeah, the timing of this isn't great. Okay. We're going to side with her for two reasons. The first reason is, as I said, her offer just outdoes Galen Bale's offer, the offer of magical trinkets and the destruction of the Shadow Thieves Guild, to enable Imowen's guild to flourish just that little bit more, is the reason why we're picking this. And the second reason is because I didn't pick this reason. I didn't pick this line the first time playing this game. I picked the Shadow Thieves line, so it'd be nice to see the alternative side of things. So yeah, Godan, not wanting to sound as if her offer's too good to be true, because it really isn't. It's only a shade better than what we've been given. So yeah, we'll say yes. We shall together crush our enemies. Pleasure doing business with you, Bodhi. Just make sure those magical trinkets are very expensive, will you?
Such confidence is admirable. Very well. This place is now open to you. It is a safe haven, and below there are friends of mine that will tend to your trading needs.
Okay, so we have new shops open to us. Okay, that's not bad. We might get some stuff that we haven't seen before. Okay, every cloud has a silver lining, doesn't it? Let us hope so, says Hexat. I think you will find your accommodations perfectly suitable, Hexat. Spacious, a variety of snacks available. What more could one want? I've endured worse, to be sure. I would take the 15,000 gold now, of course. It is secondary to my concerns, but that was the deal. Now to my tasks.
I wish a campaign of disruption, and you will begin it. There is a shipment of supplies arriving by boat. You are to confiscate it.
Okay, so we seem to be moving things along here. A shipment of supplies. Asking the stipulation here, can we just take the supplies stealthily? Can we openly slay people to get the job done? What are the parameters of this mission? Oh, I doubt very much you will be able to infiltrate them quietly. The Shadow Thieves probably already know of your treachery. Already know? You expect that we were supposed to be here because this is a quiet place. I was hoping we might be able to go back to Galen Bale, do some shopping, you know. Still say to him, we're thinking about your offer, buddy. Oh, dear. No? Does it work like that? Damn and blast. You need not look surprised. You didn't think they would let you wander around unwatched, did you? I am not unknown to them. I am just elusive. No, I think you will find that you will be unwelcome. Actually, you will be more likely to be attacked on sight. Yeah, she did say this was the reason for our meeting here. Secrecy. Secret from the guards, perhaps, but the Shadow Thieves miss very little, especially among their own. This assault will be basic, and not all that secretive. There will be other things for you to do in time. These little chores are only the preliminary. I will speak of others later. For now, I suggest you move against that ship coming in. They won't be at the docks for long, and if you do not get the cargo in the next few days, you will fail. I leave you. When you have done as I have asked, you shall find me in the complex below. Simply enter through this door. Until then, farewell, and good fortune. Woo! Ding ding dong, level up. Okay, we've progressed.
Allies are expensive in the city of coin. But you have invested carefully to best serve your interests. Despite her dark nature, Bodhi has promised much, and seems eager to accommodate, though there will assuredly be a price beyond the coins you have given. She is useful for now, so long as she aids in your search for Irenicus.
Okay.
The girl they brought in, she's a cute one, isn't she?
I do believe I'll have to practice some enchantment spells on that one.
Hold. What was that sound?
You too! The new prisoner! He's escaped!
What? When? Where is he?
He's in the lower... Gods, no! He comes! He's here! I cannot be caged. I cannot be controlled. Understand this as you die, ever pathetic, ever foolish. Hello, little one. You and I have a great deal to do.
What are you planning?
Not to worry. Nothing worse than what I shall do to your friend.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right. We shall pause it for a second and take stock of what the hell is going on. So yeah, I'm a little bit irked. If I thought about things logically, I should have realised that this was going to be the case. But yeah, Maevar's guild quest, that's definitely should be shut to us now. Because we're now going to be enemies of the Shadow Thieves. So Renal Bloodscalp is certainly not going to be on friendly terms with us, although we could go and see for a laugh. This would have given us probably some more items that we could have used, some more coin which would have been useful, and more importantly perhaps some more experience which we're now missing out on, so that's a little bit annoying. Okay. But other than that, I mean, all of the rest of these quests should be open to us, so if we go back over our journal and just take a look on things, as Irenicus' Dryad, which is in the Windspear Hills, that's probably still open to us, although we can't really leave the city now until we've got this shipment, because it's a timed quest and may take us longer than a few days to get things done way out east. But other quests that are still open to us that we intend to do, the Cult of the Eyeless is still should be fine in the Temple District. Windspear Hills for Firecrag, that should still be okay. Valley Garkor Thala, that should still be okay. That's the Umar Hills. We've done that. That's linked with Umar Hills. Copper Coronet backroom activities. Animals and trade meat also should still be okay. We still intend to do that because we were promised some good coin from that as well. Neera's Hidden Refuge, we'll get there eventually. And Hexat's request, she hasn't received any new assignments from her employer just yet, but now that we've advanced chapters, perhaps that might come to the fore. Okay, so the journal, has it updated? It doesn't seem to be updating, rather strangely. That's because it's the wrong chapter. We are now on chapter 3. So, chapter 3. Throughout my time in Afkatla and my adventures in and around the city, I have seen hints of some great struggle between the Shadow Thieves and some other source. We now know the other source. It's Bodhi. A woman of great power and evil, rivaling her ambition. She revealed the nature of my benefactors under Galen Bale to be none other than the Shadow Thieves themselves, and offered to give me the same help that they did, but for a far lesser price. That irks me that a little bit, that the game doesn't recognise that we've been to see Galen first, and that we know that he's told us that they're going to offer us 15,000 as well. We should have been able to use that as a bit more of a bargaining chip to say to her, look, we've been offered 15,000 from Galen, we've seen him first. Can you undercut that for my services? 10,000, 12,500. It only makes sense that that would be something you would do. If you've got two people vying for your services, you're going to play them off against each other to get the best price. Anyway, we've accepted Bodhi's offer for reasons explained. She has taken me into her confidence, although the true intention of her doing so is yet to be revealed. But she is on the winning side so far, which is probably another reason why Godan sided with her. Looking at it now, is that the Shadow Thieves in Irenicus' dungeon were getting slaughtered. In the streets we've seen them getting slaughtered by other potential vampires. So obviously this guild, and the rumours in the taverns were that this new guild doesn't want money. Therefore they want other things, and they are very, very powerful, and they've got the Shadow Thieves running scared, kind of. So, being on the winning side is also a good thing, because you can't get paid and you can't take the benefit of your actions unless you're on the winning side. No point of being on the losing side, is there? So that's probably another reason that Godan factored into his decision. Okay, so we've given her the gold already, which is fine because we did have 27,000, so we've still got now a healthy 12,000 coin in our pockets. and we've paid the price already, so as soon as we've done a few tasks for her, we should be able to press on to see Imowen. So things have really, in the past 30 minutes, just advanced quite quickly, really. But we're hoping that we will be given time before we go to see Imowen. We're hoping that we will be given time to head out to the Uma Hills, Windspear Hills, get a bit more experience, a bit more coin, some more magical items, and just get ourselves that bit better prepared. What I also want to do is take a look at the log here to see what spells Irenicus was using on the cowled wizards, just to see how powerful he really is. I mean, we know how powerful he is by now, but it's interesting to see what he's used. So, Cowled Enforcer using Improved Mantle, Irenicus using Disintegrate, killing one outright, Spell Shield by the Cowled Enforcer, however that didn't seem to protect him from Finger of Death, and then Flesh to Stone, followed by Petrification and Death. Quite high level spells, one-shotting them, bypassing their protections. He is a pretty powerful man. And he now has Imowen. That wasn't a dream though, that was a development behind the scenes, so Godan not aware of this yet, I don't think. Right, so first thing then is we're going to head down into the crypts to see what merchants are now open to us.
Consider it done.
Alright. So if I'm not mistaken, which I am not mistaken, we are now here. We have been here before. Part of the complex that we first explored when we were trying to obtain the Book of Khazar. Just a slightly different area to it.
What is my task?
Be quick with it.
And while we're here, we'll see what Corgan gets on his next level up. Going to become a level 9 Berserker. I think again he gets I think he gets a maximum of 12 hit points. No, 14. That could well be the max. A nice roll indeed. We like it. Reduced staving throws, Thaco reduced, and an additional weapon proficiency. He's wielding a warhammer. I think we'll have him. I wonder if we should put a point into flail. What does flail come under? I think flail Morningstar, so that he might be able to use the flail of the ages. If we could get a couple of proficiency points in flail for him. I don't know how many proficiency points we're going to get before the end, but that flail of the ages is very, very nice. Very nice weapon, and if he can wield that, it would be quite a nice. It would be quite a nice weapon for him to use. You know what? I think we'll go down that line. So a point in flail, so that he can be more proficient with the flail of the ages. So he can now use it with no penalties. If we wish to use it now going forward, next slot the bonuses start. Interesting. So would it be more efficient for him to use the Battle Axe +1 with his Master proficiency, or better for him to use the Flail of the Ages with his 1 point of proficiency? I'll compare and contrast off camera, and by the next session I shall know the answer. Okay.
On my honor, I await your word. Is this important?
Ooh, you are a fine one. New meat for the larder, I assume? Oh, but perhaps you are the one the mistress spoke of. Are you in her service as a domestic, or are you muscle? Perhaps we should put this guy in his place. It's not his business to know who we are and what we're doing. It is only his place to know that we are here to use his services. But maybe we shouldn't be so quick with our tongue. We don't know who these people are, what roles they play, and how close they are to Bodhi. So we are in her service for some special task, something which probably outside of your remit. And who might you be? Oh, so polite in your manner. I trust you do not conceal an edge behind your words. One can never be sure. The mistress does tend to find interesting associates. I am her servant, and yours, if you wish. Good. Well, if you are to be our servant, less talk and more serving. Do try to keep in mind, though, that should your position change, it will be I that has your comfort to grant or rescind. I care for those that serve in a less grandiose manner than you currently do. Well, who knows how long we plan to be here? As long as it takes, I suppose. I mean, you no trouble. Don't like that option. Don't like the top two options, really, so I'll have to pick the middle one. Can the other servants not take care of themselves? I question their worth if not. Just how competent are you people? Ah, but with some, their service is more intangible and requires less effort from them. Not the lot in life they might have expected, but never does one know what to expect. Ah, but that is what we all think at some time or another. It is funny how the fate slips a bag over your head and take you away on occasion. Yes, funny. Goodwill to you. I shall see you later. Are you not... Okay, so he's not the merchant. Just somebody flapping his bloody gums.
Yes, it shall be.
Oh, it's locked. Just check for traps.
Very good.
Where's my time? Consider it done.
Okay, we're not going to risk
I am ready. If that is what you want.
being accused of theft for a couple of coins. Although, to be quite honest with you, if she's seen and had us spied on, seen what we've been up to, she should know us well by now.
Yes?
Petty theft is certainly within our remit. Right, there should be no traps here now, surely, if we're on their side. But then this is the...
What would you have me do?
This was a dungeon.
Certainly.
I sense great evil, fabled treasure, terrible danger. Probably some spiders.
Yes, there was some spiders near her. We've killed them, though. No need to fear. Good job Imowen isn't here. She was absolutely petrified of spiders. And this is an alternative way into the back room. This door was magically locked before, if you remember, so we're getting a nice little entrance to an area that was previously off limits to us. Right. So what's this then?
What is my task? Yes.
Hidden door there, maybe? Yeah. If there's any traps here, I'm going to be absolutely fuming. Oh, what the hell is this? A pool of blood. Meridath and Fetch.
On my honor. Very well.
You think a poor man has nothing better to do?
Your chambers as you wish, mistress. Master Antonos has bid me visit you as requested, mistress. Is there anything else you require, mistress? Do I look like a mistress to you? Master, get the bloody things right. Who are you? I will get your notes when you require them, mistress. I am at your call at all times, mistress. Might I serve you, mistress? He's obviously a bit simple.
Yes, done.
I am the predator that lives amongst you.
Away from me, dog. I will not have you touch me. Yes, wondering if it's her disrespect that has made the servants as they are. They are placid because they are not worthy of speaking their minds. They serve, as will you in the end. Bah! Why Mistress Birdie insists on dealing with meat such as you, I do not... Very well. That is to say, while I have my reservations, I do not mean to countermand the orders of the mistress. You are welcome here. Now get out of my sight. A friendly bunch, but we're not here for their friendliness. So we care not for their short tones, their sharp tongues. Let's take a look at the pool of blood, shall we? Not that we're going to be taking a dip anytime soon. Ooh.
On my honor, it shall be.
You can enter the pool if you dare. Really?
Yes, consider it.
I don't think Godan is up for bathing in a pool of blood right now, although a hexat might do a little bit later.
What is my task?
If the mood takes her, perhaps? Right, we're still waiting for a merchant.
On my honor, I await
Is
your
this the
word.
way you talk to everyone, or is it just the poor people?
Yes, it shall be.
Okay, so... we were promised merchants, right? There was another woman here.
What is my task? Consider it
I
done.
know one of importance.
I will get to the floors as soon as you will it, mistress. You're looking as lovely as the ages, mistress. How might I make your home more pleasant, mistress? Another mindless zombie. Yeah, asking her, what is her role here? You have need of my tending this eve, mistress? I should retire early otherwise, mistress. Mr. Cone has kept me well busy, mistress.
On my honor.
Godan getting a little bit impatient now.
I will do my best.
Where are the merchants we were promised? Maybe Meredith might have changed her tune now? Oh, there's somebody else here. Cone, he was mentioned. There's another door also here.
Yes, yes.
I am the predator that lives amongst you.
A mortal.
Greetings. I trust you have found your welcome adequate, if not exactly warm. I am Master Cone Taglain. If you choose to address me, call me Master Cone. And if you choose to address me, please call me Lord Godan, if you will. Asking what his purpose is. I am permanent, and you are not. That should suffice. I have the mistress's ear more than any other, as I have been with her since before she came to this place. Forgive my aloof nature, but you are transient. I think young Meredith may even be temporary, as she will not survive her awkward years. I have myself to blame. But I will say no more. Walk amongst the others of your station. They are named for their daily tasks, to keep things simple. Leave me. This is rather disappointing. Where's the flipping merchants? Stairs down. We'll speak to Bodhi right at the end. We'll just pop our heads downstairs. Ooh.
You are lucky I'm here. That's right. No, I can do that.
We hear trickling water. Or is that trickling blood? Oops, trickling blood. Wow. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Well, as soon as there's no merchants, we'll have to resort to petty theft for the time being. Maybe the merchants will become available once we've done a task or two. A strange gondola humming with a strange energy. Alright, so enchanted armor, an enchanted katana, a strange humming gondola, but that's about it. Okay, so giving Godan the item trees found for him to identify with his special glasses. Although nobody can use the katana, but we'll identify it anyway. Ashen Scales +2. And the +2 katana. Right, what is this Ashen Scales? It's going to be... is it chain? Wyvern scales bound to a chain backing by means of a magical fire. Don't think that's going to be any use to any of our party, other than maybe Viconia? Yes, it's an upgrade for Viconia, who's currently got what? Mail of the Dead? Yeah.
On my honor, done. Yes?
Okay, so we'll finish the session off by speaking with Bodhi. Wait a second. No, we won't. There's a little bit more to explore. What the hell is this?
Fear not. I'm as you wish.
Looks like spikes. With a big pool of blood in the middle. The hideous torture room. Victims are thrown into the room to bleed out their lives on the cruelly spiked floor. Why the blood is collected in this drain remains a mystery. Goodness me. I mean, what kind of cult have we joined? Oh! Okay, better be very, very careful now. One more trap and she could be dead. I mean, we're only looking for some shops.
What is my task? It shall be.
Okay, so finishing the session off then by speaking once again with Bodhi.
On my honor, consider it
Do
done.
not make me regret allying myself to you.
Get the smuggled goods at the docks. I will be here at night and early morning, awaiting your return. Do not delay. Standing idle here makes me difficult. All right.
Yes.
So we know what we must do. We have been given our task and we perhaps will get to it. There's nothing else for us to do in the city now. The last thing... oh, well, there is. There's the quest for the eyeless, but as if that's going to take precedence at a moment like this. Maevar's guild is now closed off to us, so yeah, the next port of call will be obtaining some goods from a Shadow Thief's boat, as we now begin to make our moves against them. So join me in the next session for that. Until then, see you soon.